What would you do to avoid sitting quietly with your own thoughts? Most people assume they'd simply relax. The reality is far darker. We will literally inflict physical pain on ourselves just to escape the silence of our own minds. To observe this behavior, researchers at the University of Virginia designed a remarkably simple experiment. They placed test subjects inside a bare room. No phones, no books, no music, and no windows. They asked these individuals to do nothing but sit alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes. This data shows the outcome of that isolation. Faced with a quarter of an hour of uninterrupted silence, 67% of the male participants chose to press a button and give themselves an electric shock. They preferred sharp physical agony over enduring the quiet. It suggests a modern crisis, a deep-seated fear of our own internal dialogue. We spend our lives practicing external engineering. We modify the world around us to ensure comfort, chasing status, accumulating wealth, and maintaining a constant stream of digital stimulation. Yet, despite this focus on external comfort, removing those distractions leaves many people unable to endure the weight of an empty room. Our habit of constant stimulation often causes us to misdiagnose the need for solitude. We feel the sudden quiet and immediately label it as the threat of loneliness. There is a definitive split between these two states. Loneliness is the feeling of being abandoned. Solitude is the conscious choice of one's own company. By misidentifying solitude as a weakness, we stay trapped in an exhausting chase for validation from the crowd. Breaking that cycle requires strategic solitude, a systematic rejection of society's background noise. Entrepreneurs like Iman Gadzhi use this to reset their focus, intentionally severing social ties for months to channel their energy into work. The protocol is rigid: absolute isolation, absolutely no substances, rigorous daily exercise, and 10 minutes of silent reflection every single day. Executing this triggers a harsh psychological backlash. For the first few days, subjects report intense anxiety and boredom as the brain undergoes dopamine withdrawal from lack of notifications. This panic is part of the process. It is a mandatory biological withdrawal required to reset the brain's baseline. Once the initial threshold of panic subsides and the noise fades, the brain undergoes a documented neurological shift. When you remove external distractions, the brain activates the default mode network. The DMN processes identity and consolidates memory, organizing who you are when nobody is watching. This network also serves as the biological engine for creativity, where original, independent thoughts are formed. Reaching this level of self-knowledge is biologically difficult without isolation. You must force this specific network to activate by removing the noise. After the neuroadaptation is complete, emotional triggers begin to fade. The mind stops panicking in the silence and starts to find clarity in it. This shift severs the need for external validation. When you no longer require a crowd to feel valuable, you gain a new level of emotional independence. Individuals who complete this process return to society with a shield against social pressure. Because they no longer chase external validation, they become difficult to manipulate. This internal shift translates directly to real-world results. Gadzhi attributes his business success to the focus he found in these quiet rooms, proving that self-mastery is the foundation of influence. This entire process is inner engineering, the act of modifying your internal state so your happiness and stability don't depend on outside events. The author Paulo Coelho emphasized the necessity of this intentional isolation. He noted that if you are never alone, you cannot know yourself. Standing alone peacefully demonstrates a developed relationship with oneself. It is a practical application of inner strength. The laboratory of solitude is the only place to build that foundation. It is where a stable, independent mind is engineered.